Hello, I'm Nicholas Haga, and today I will be teaching you how to make chocolate chip and M&M cookies. First thing you must do is preheat the oven to 190 degrees Celsius, which is 373 degrees Fahrenheit. The ingredients you will need are 1.5 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of softened butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, 2¼ cups flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a ½ teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of M&Ms, and chocolate chips, each. Make sure to use the right amount of each ingredient or the cookies will not come out as you intend them. Put the butter in a microwave-safe bowl. Then, put into the microwave and heat on high, which is usually the default setting, for about 1 minute. After this is up, you just let it sit until it cools down so that you can actually use it when you need to put it in the bowl. Mix the flour, baking soda, and salt in another bowl. Know that there is much more flour in this step than there is every other ingredient. Though for other steps you may want to use an automatic mixer, this is not recommended for the dry ingredients, as using a fast spinning mechanical device can cause it to fly everywhere, and then you'll have to clean that up. Mix the sugar, eggs, and butter into the previous bowl. The sugar and the salt will actually form a solution with the rest of the dough, with the sugar as the solvent and the rest as the solute. Thoroughly mix these together until it becomes as one solution rather than all the separate ingredients mixed together. Sprinkle flour onto the pan. This acts as a sort of non-stick agent so that the cookies will not stick to it, and also, unlike oil, does not really have a chance of changing the overall flavor of your cookie. After this, actually put the cookie dough onto the pan. You must make sure that you do not grab a too big piece of dough or the cookies will start to group together. It is always best to go too small rather than to go too big. You can also optionally put a bigger one for yourself because you're the one doing all the hard work. You also should probably taste test the cookie dough just to make sure it's actually edible. Also, do not make your cookie dough into nice tiny balls like some people like to do, because the cookies will end up looking pretty much the same. Put the cookie dough and the cookie tray in the oven. You should heat it up for 18 minutes. If it becomes clear at the end that the oven was not hot enough to actually get the cookies cooked, you can always put it in for more. Here we can see the first chemical reaction. The baking soda acts as a decomposition reaction to Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2. The rising H2O, which is in water vapor form due to the heat of the oven, and the CO2 are what causes the cookies to rise. And the oven is 190 degrees Celsius, which means it is over the water's boiling point of 190, which is what makes the water come off as steam. And when the cookies rise, they will expand. This is the reason for the previous step of not placing the cookies too close together. The high temperature also makes the gases take a lot of volume, so even before they expand, and when they haven't formed the little holes yet that you can see throughout dough, the cookies that will start to rise and bubble up a little, and this is normal. And the egg in it sort of helps bind the dough together because it's sticky, and the long amino acid chain mean that once everything has reacted, the compound will continue to stay together. While the batch is cooking, you can also start preparing the next batch so that as soon as one comes out of the oven, the other can be in. This will help overall speed up the cookie process, and it will make it better because the faster you can have the cookies, the better. After you have taken the cookies out of the oven, you should put the other batch of cookies in, And let these stand for around 45 minutes so that when you eat them, they will still be warm but not burn you. Step is, of course, to enjoy all the cookies you have made.